The government has provided students with a week-long period to return home. However, the student union thinks this may not fit every student.
I think the real big issue is that not all students are the same. The government is definitely treating all students as if they're your typical 18-year-old with a privileged family that can either come get you or you can afford the 3 times amount of train fares or whatever fare you need to go home. And that's not typically the case. We have students that have part-time work, that can't go home, that don't have necessarily a home to go to, international students. There's so many different scenarios that the government aren't thinking of right now, and I think where the university have to follow the government guidelines, they're not necessarily taking the moral stance to be with our students right now. They're taking more of a legal stance and a government stance, which I don't necessarily agree with.
The university has been drawing criticism on its coronavirus response since a video a student made went viral.
They don't understand what it's truly like for students. They don't understand how this has come crashing down on us. How we are having to sit in a room with our university and then somehow blend that with our personal life when we've been told from day one, even when we're doing our GCSEs, don't do it in your room because then you won't have a separation, which will mean a deterioration of mental health.
I reached out to the university's press team, but they haven't had the time to respond yet. However, on their website, it states that the university remains open. There are measures in place to keep the campus safe, and that the continued health, welfare and safety of our students, staff and global community is our #1 priority. However, the question still remains, is their response good enough?
It's very difficult to say because obviously we're the student union. I don't think they're listening to the student voice. I don't think they're giving students a chance to speak, and they're not answering what students want to know. At the end of the day, we know that the pandemic is a very difficult situation for all people, but we're at a university, we care about our students. Students are paying fees to come here. We should be able to facilitate what they need and what they want in a global pandemic, and I don't think the university is answering to that right now.
Alex Smith, Winchester News Online.